Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Sim Racing Paddock. I'm William Marsh, and I am picking on rFactor 2 again. I know, but I had an interesting thought in my head. There's one sort of series that really hasn't been talked about much in rFactor 2, and that is stock car racing. Now, the ISI motor engine and stock car racing have an interesting relationship because rFactor, or the original rFactor, was very successful with oval racing. Also, NASCAR Thunder 2003, NASCAR Thunder 2004, and I think NASCAR Sim Racing used ISI code on the PC. On the consoles, they used a different game engine, but on the PC, they used ISI code. Also, I've noticed that real life race car drivers have actually been using ISI for their oval training. So there was a big video about Jeff Gordon training to get back in the car when Dale Earnhardt Jr. had his concussion. And he decided I think it was one of the Chevy simulators. And he used that, and I noticed it was based off of rFactor 2 or rFactor Pro. So I'm thinking, is rFactor 2 actually a pretty good oval sim? Let's take a look. So let's fire up some rFactor 2 right now. I am gonna have to have all these mods installed because I subscribe to a few more workshop items. But yeah, so these are not actually the real world stock cars, though. They are ISI's fictional, like semi-authentic models, and they are one of them's like the Titan, and some of the names might be a little familiar if you were on the original rFactor, because I think the names kind of carried over, but they are built to NASCAR Gen 6 specifications. So that is sort of what matters. So it's a Gen 6 stock car. So let's fire up rFactor 2 and let's see how this works. So how is everyone's day today? Hopefully you are having a good day. I just totally slept in this morning, I'll be honest. I woke up at about 10:45, 11ish. Yeah, EA NASCAR Thunder used ISI engine. I don't think it did on the consoles. The consoles used a different engine than the PC. So, yeah, it's interesting. Oh, Tim Wheatley has entered. Okay. Tim Wheatley, he is with 0397. It's funny because we had Marcel Offermans yesterday in our GT3 stream. Now we have Tim Wheatley. So let's take a look. So S stock car. And for the heck of it, later we'll try stock car resurrection, which is a mod. So Centennial, that is the Chevrolet. Edgar GT is the Ford. And Titan, I'm going to guess, is Toyota? Yep, that's Toyota, all right. So that is basically the three makes and models. Tim, that's nice to hear. So it's interesting because these are loosely based off of 2016 schemes, I think. So, for example, the one is based off of Jamie McMurray's Magna instead of McDonald's, I guess. McGowan instead of McMurray. Oh, no in-game footage. Ay. Come on. Hold on. Okay. One sec. There we go. Lapin, I'd say far from, in my opinion. And Antoine, I'd say CSL Elite. So yeah, the one, if you know NASCAR, Jamie McMurray drives the number one McDonald's car. So McGowan drives the number one Magna car. Close. Oh, it could be 25 or 2015. Yeah, never mind. 2015 schemes. Danica Patrick, Thornton. Similar paint scheme to the GoDaddy. This would be... Was it Regan Smith in the 2015? I thought it was Casey Mears. Sorry, Tim. Not paying attention. Tony Stewart in the 14. The 2, that's interesting because the 2 was a Ford. But, okay. I guess it's the rFactor 2 basic. 24, I grew up enjoying Jeff Gordon. Let's go with that to start off. Yeah, I thought it was Casey Mears in 2015 drive-through. So let's go to Mountain Peak. So Mountain Peak is inspired by Charlotte Motor Speedway, if I remember correctly. So Charlotte Motor Speedway in the stock car. You got to know all these different names, but once you do, it works out okay. So let's fire this up. Yeah, the PS4 version of the CSL Elite is compatible with both PC and Xbox One if you use an Xbox One compatible rim. The PC can use any rim, but the Xbox One requires an Xbox One compatible rim. Keep that in mind. So let's fire this up. But yeah, Tim, I was having an issue loading yesterday. But essentially, it was because I had my wheel and pedal set into a non-powered USB hub. So that was my problem. So let's check garage. This is default setup. It'll bottom out slightly until air pressures build up. The balance balance is neutral with a little understeer. Good setup for fixed setup racing. Ride height is measured from the bottom of the chassis tubes. Splitter lies approximately 2 inches lower and side skirts 4 inches lower than the rear. Therefore, a 3-inch ride height gives approximately 1-inch splitter clearance and 5-inch rear, about 1-inch skirt clearance. Okay, that's cool. That's nice. Ryan Fender. Open sim wheel is an interesting beast. So we know about the direct drive wheels. And for example, there's the sim steering, which is about $3,000 US dollars. There's the Sim Experience AccuForce, which is kind of servo stepper hybrid motor, whatever it is. And then we have the Open Sim Wheel Revolution. It's where you can get your own industrial servo motor. I need to map my shifter. So you can get your own industrial strength servo motor, get the circuitry box, and essentially make your own direct drive wheel. And now some companies are selling them pre-made with the box, with the motor, everything set up. So it's one of the strongest force feedback motors you can get, which is fun. So a lot of people have been asking me to review a direct drive wheel. I'm in talks with a couple companies, but I want to raise money. So yeah, Simplicity makes them. Gamer Muscle, he uses one. And then Jimmy Broadbent uses one from Sim Racing Bay. I am likely talking to either Sim Racing Bay or Augury about the idea of reviewing one. But yeah, okay, here's an interesting touch. rFactor 2 has that most oval titles don't. You start out from the garage. So you have to drive out of the garage, like so. Then onto the pit lane. And we're doing a private practice right now, I think. Because I just want to get a feel of the car on the road. I'll admit, engine sounds are a bit weak compared to iRacing. The wheel's very jumpy, you can tell. Hey, Kev B, how's it going? Feel through the corners. Very jumpy wheel. Feels good, though. It really does. I'm not getting full throttle. I'm easing up a bit. I'm not using up the full track. It feels good. Maybe a bit grippy. But it feels very, very close to iRacing. I can hear it scraping a bit. I can feel the car starting to skirt around in the rear end, and I'm fighting that through the turn. I used to be hooked on oval racing and iRacing. I did like 400 races in oval in iRacing. I didn't really do too much in Class A. I mainly tended to stay in Class C and Class B though. So I didn't really race the Cup cars. But okay, I'm liking the feel of this. This makes me wish I had the Fanatic oval rim. But yeah, I mean, the engine sounds... I like iRacing's better. The feel of the car, though. The way it's responding to the bumps and everything. I think I'm preferring rFactor. I don't know. Possibly, this feels like it might have a little too much grip, but also iRacing, it's been known as ice racing, so I don't know if I've just done so much iRacing, I'm just not used to having more grip. But I mean, I am understeering a bit through the corner. I'm flat right here. I think the test will also be how this behaves in traffic. But I'm enjoying the feel of this car. Let's take a high line now, because you should be able to do that in Charlotte, I think. A couple grooves up. I have not tried Stock Car Resurrection. I'm going to do that later in the stream. So, riding the high line, scraping off some tires, trying to wait for that to rubber in a bit. But I'm enjoying the way this feels. Whoa. We're in the bad stuff. We just got a stripe. Let's try lifting down. Flat on the throttle. Let's try hugging the headline. Tim? Well, you saw me hit the wall. So, yeah. I'm not sure if I can read while driving. Whoa. Okay. We're okay there. But it seems like we are consistent. But yeah, I'm liking the feel of this. Earlier on, when I was testing the oval racing, the stock car, I didn't like it much, but I think it was partly because I had head movement set way too high. Now that I've turned head movement basically off, it feels pretty good. Chris, I am using the Husingfeld Engineering's Sim Pedals Pro, and I love these things. They are so smooth, and yeah, they're nice. Whoa! But yeah, that grass will pull you if you're not careful. Whoa. Too hot. A little scrape. So, I want to check something real quick. Oh wait, not that one. Okay, we have worn out our right front tire. So, interesting thought. We're 10 laps in. So we're 10 laps in on this run, and we have worn out my right front. So, I'm not driving this car well, I think. You can hear so much scraping, I think. And that means I'm driving okay. I'm not wrecking, really, except for those couple times I hit the wall. but I think I'm carrying so much speed in the corner that my tires are wearing. You can see the skid mark behind there, and boom, I just hit the wall. I have some suspension damage now. I can tell. But yeah, we're overheating our right front. So, yeah, that's interesting. We're overdriving this car. So I wonder, have you guys ever watched Days of Thunder? There's that session where Tom Cruise's character, he is driving and he's pushing really hard and he's driving, but those tires are just shot at the end of his run. And then his crew chief's like, are you going to do this your way? Or actually, no, it's like, okay, give me 10 laps going all out, driving your way. And then do 10 laps my way. So Tom Cruise's character, he then does 10 laps his way, and then he shows the tires. And it's like the one that's all worn out, the bad tire's like his way, and then the nice tire, my way. Okay, Tim, getting on the gas too early, expecting the right front to keep you off the wall and exit. Okay, thank you for the advice. So get on the throttle later. But yeah, I'll have to check out iRacing later on because I haven't done much oval racing. But yeah, so earlier when I was taking these corners, we were noticing the tire temp skyrocketing up. Now I'm being more conservative. We're not going above the 300. So we are more conservative right now, and we are conserving our tires more. Whoa. Well, that didn't help much. You zoned out everything but the crashes and Nicole Kidman. Okay. That's one way to do it. But yeah, this is feeling pretty good, guys. We're 17 laps in a run. So I think we're starting to get some tire fall off. Yeah, we're getting some tire fall off, I think. But yeah, this really feels good. Thank you, Robert, for subscribing. Thank you very much. You don't like rFactor 2's fonts. I've been hearing that a lot. So, Tim, you might want to take note. I've been hearing that quite a bit, so we might need to work on that. And I guess Tim agrees. Well, Tim, he kind of has an in with the developers, so yeah, maybe we'll see that change with the new UI. Yeah, I'm driving this differently now, so hold on. I was trying to watch Wesley's. Cody, this content is free, so, or this content is free. So Wesley Soars, you need to stop changing line every lap. Keep high for first laps, then use inside if you're not feeling safe. Okay. I thought you didn't really use the outside too much at Charlotte unless you're battling with someone. So, let me think. I want to set up a race now, but we're not doing a timed race. We're going to do laps. Let's do a 60 lap race because I want to simulate a pit stop. That's one of the things I want to do. So private practice off. Well, let's just do qualifying and race, actually. So we'll qualify and then race. But yeah, All this, what I'm driving is free content. The stock cars are free. The track is free. You just need the title. The only ones that aren't free currently are the Formula E and GT3. Outside line means less steering input, less wear if you drive the high line correctly. With worn tires, you can be faster in the high line purely due to that. Okay, thank you for that input. I accidentally set it to 5-lap qualifying. But we'll be okay. Wait, is this not private qualifying? I think I made a mistake. Private qualifying should have done. We'll just bring a couple laps in. So 62 miles an hour speed limit. Tim, random thought. The real world speed limit here is 45 miles an hour plus 5. We might need to adjust that, if you can. Yeah, it could be that, Tim. It's okay, though. So I've heard that some drivers, they'll go flat in 3 and 4 on their out lap. Because we're just qualifying, we can push. .128.0. So, can someone look up the pole lap for the 2015 Charlotte Motor Speedway race? I think it's a Coke 600 still. In the wall. Whoops. But I think I'll take that 28. Hey, George, how's it going, man? So, we have Race Room devs in here, and we have rFactor 2 in here. But yeah, I wanted to experiment. Hey, Memologist, you're not first this time! What are my thoughts for next generation of Sims? I think we'll... One of the things I want to see with a... I want to see with next generation of Sims is fleshing out the racing experience. The sim experience is pretty awesome right now. Wait, our times are going to be way off, I think. Let's check some. Finish session 29. I'm going to change the AI strength. Because I think I need to do that. AI strength, let's go to 100. And let's try something. Let's see how many cars we can fit in here. We'll do old school. We'll do 42. 50% aggression. 55. Let's go with that. So we're going to run another qualifying session. But Kenseth had pole with the 27.7. Okay. I just realized I didn't do my radiator blockage, so that could also be a good way to do that. I want at least 80% aggression. Okay. Thank you for that heads up. Hold on, I'll change that real quick. I think that's another thing, Dan, I would want to see. Because we need to flesh out racing experience. We need something that really is going to flesh out. So, yeah. GTR 3, maybe like this afternoon. I had to get in touch with Chris Speed at the right time, though. That's the thing. So, let's do 90% aggression. All right, Chris, thank you. So I was about 2/10 off pole. 2/10 off Matt Kenseth's time. But also, I think they qualified at night. So they would be... Or did they qualify at night? I'm not sure. So yeah, NASCAR is doing... Or it sounds like they're putting together an esports competition using iRacing, where they're going to handpick some of the best names and stuff. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting thing because I can imagine like Ray Alfala being put in there. I'm trying... That's one of the main names I know off the top of my head. I don't think it's going to be an update to the Peak series. I don't think so. So let's check something. Let's go in the garage. General. There should be radiator opening. Hold on. Grill tape. Let's put it to 95%. We want some air in there, I think. I accidentally set it to, I forgot to change to make it a private practice or private qualifying, but right now I don't care. Actually, no, it's not private qualifying anymore. NASCAR used to have private qualifying, but they don't anymore. I forgot about that. Hey, Victor, how's it going? So let's see how this goes. Ooh, that stuck there. $200 into turn 1. This does not feel realistically fast. This feels like unrealistically fast. Oh, there's a spotter. Inside. 27.8. Hug that white line. Nope, did not get a good line through there. Whoops. Let's lift off. 1,000th off, but I had a draft. Yeah, but okay, that is mind-blowing. Just thinking about it. That is absolutely mind-blowing. Because think about it. Just the way they were doing in that. So, Kenseth, he posted a lap like that. Like that, without the draft, and he qualified pole. These things are mind-blowingly fast. So let's lower the radiator grill tape, because we don't want to blow our engine this race. So yeah, let's check standings. Okay, that's pretty close. That's acceptably close, I think. So let's finish the session. Okay, we qualified pole, but this is a 60-lap race. We're going to have to stop once. So let's go into the garage. So pit strategy. Full tank. 47 laps. Then it's going to be... Let's see, next session. By the way, guys, sorry, I'm going to offend some NASCAR fans, I think. Because I just realized I have this set to standing start. That'll be an interesting twist for NASCAR. So, okay, 47. Let's not go with that. So, we're going to do a two-stop strategy. Or a one-stop strategy. So, one stop, 30. Let's be safe. So 12.5, 12.5. That should work. General tires, speedway tires. Okay. Oh, Chris. Too soon, bro. Way too soon. So, this will be weird. I did not get a good start. Oh, little roughed up. Back to 5th. So we got to get 30 laps out of these tires. Oh. So I can tell that reducing the radiator tape reduced the downforce on this car. That's nice to see. We gotta run. Maybe not. .204 on the rev limiter. A little bump there. Whoa, whoa. We're on the outside line. Got the side draft, and we'll make the pass. Okay, not Jimmy Johnson. We made the pass. Okay, we're on the inside of not, or who was number 2 in 2015? Keselowski. Not Keselowski. So let's take a look at our tires real quick. Whoa, whoa. A little more of a bump than I wanted to give him. But yeah, this is exciting stuff. Oh, he's left a hole. Nope, he shut the hole on me. Oh wait, wrong button. I accidentally hit my request pit stop button. Not yet. So yeah, I was talking about it in my previous stream. There's a request pit stop button. Okay, here we go. Here's our shot. He might have the run up high. Nope. Okay, I pulled a slide job. Here we go. I might have wanted to up the AI a little more. Because I think the AI, I might have been able to do well with 100. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, man. That was a bit of a scare. I won't retaliate yet. Earnhardt line into triumphal. As long as I don't just completely destroy. Apparently I missed what some things were saying. Okay. Battling. Denny Hamlin. Not Denny Hamlin, but... Whoa! Okay, that was the Dale Earnhardt line. I think it was like a year ago. Or no, it would have been like 2 years ago. Dale Earnhardt Jr., he just totally destroyed the front end of his car by going through the grass at Texas Motor Speedway after it rained. So now we got some clear air. Oh, not that Earnhardt line. I was thinking Dale Earnhardt Jr. when he destroyed his car. So we have some clear air now. Let's take a look at those tires. Right front is wearing a little more. Might have wanted a little bit of an oversteer setup. Let's check something though. Okay. Wedge. I might take out a turn in the next stop. Or maybe like a half turn out of wedge. So, half turn out of wedge, that should be good. Track bar. I'm not sure if I want to touch track bar. Don't think I need to add any, I don't think we need a spring rubber. Whoa. Okay, that could have been bad. But that's a nice thing. Look at this pit menu. It's very comprehensive. I don't think you can add a spring rubber to the car in iRacing. And this was the day before you could do in-car track bar adjustments. 24 in the lead, where it belongs. Whoop whoop. I grew up as a Jeff Gordon fan because Jeff Gordon, he really was my personal favorite, and also he was local to where I grew up because I live in Sonoma County. He was born in Vallejo, which is about Vallejo is about 45 minutes from where I live. And it's right next to Sonoma Raceway, so yeah. So yeah, I want to take a half turn out of wedge. Setup should be good for a full run, really. But yeah, I like a little bit of oversteer in my car. This, the setup screen admitted it's a little more set for, understeer. But yeah, I'm also a big fan of Chase Elliott now. So Chase Elliott, he is our son of Bill Elliott. Fun fact, I actually wrote a book report on Bill Elliott back in 4th grade. Awesome Bill from Dawsonville. And yeah, Chase, it's interesting though because his real name is William. Because it's William named after Bill Elliott. So, yeah. Now it's interesting. Hendrick Motorsports technically has 2 drivers now named William. Just one goes by the name Chase. But it was nice seeing Chase into 24, but I think it really Chase in the 9, that's good. So I am starting to feel the tires fall off a bit. You can see, let's try to be a little more conservative. Lift off a little earlier. Maybe start taking the outside line. Whoops. In the wall a bit. So, yeah, we have a little bit of damage now. Okay, in the straight, let's take a look. Yeah, it's interesting though because one of his sponsors slash his sponsors, Liberty University, I think his dad has some connections with them, but one of my friends, she goes there. So it's interesting because I think she said she got to meet William Byron once. Tim, that book report is long gone. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. So we're currently 20 laps into our run. Let's try to get this high line rubbered in a bit, because there isn't much rubber in the high line. You can see where the track is rubbering in the mid and low end, but let's try getting this high line. Okay, there is some rubber in the high line there, but in the second half of the corner, not really. I'd like to see more US drivers in F1, because everyone thinks of us as hicks that only turn left, but there are some great American drivers. I mean, just look at what Alexander Rossi's done in IndyCar, and he was given the shaft by Marussia. But I think he'll stick in IndyCar because he makes more money in IndyCar. And he can actually compete in IndyCar rather than just filling up a back marker spot in F1. Whoa. I'd say one of the only things that iRacing might have better than NASCAR really is the damage. I mean, not better than NASCAR, better than rFactor. Because there is not much damage in rFactor 2. That's something that really I think needs to be improved here. Well, Haas wants... he wanted to pick from a pre-established gene pool. But I'll just say, thank God that rumor that Danica was being considered it didn't happen. Because I mean, Danica in an F1 car, there are many more drivers far more deserving. Okay, my tires are getting kind of low. I think too low. Dang it, I'm going to have to adjust my strategy. So let's see, 24. We need at least 35 laps of fuel. So I need to adjust my strategy. I've been abusing this car way too long. So we'll do 14.5 gallons. Pit stop requested. I'm coming in next time. I'm coming in next time. This tire is shot. Whoa. You are not E. Yes, I like it. I like it all. So cars are starting to pit. So it seems like we are on the right sequence. So we'll pit in this time by. Crew's ready for pit stop. Good. Because I need new tires. Whoa! A little lock up there. So 62 miles an hour. Unrealistic speed limit for NASCAR, but we'll be okay. Okay, 15 seconds. There we go. We're out. Wait until the back straight to enter. Oh, these tires. They're cold. Cold tires. So where are we in position now? We gotta get some heat into these puppies. Okay, car in front of me is pitting. We're in 33rd position. with that pit stop. So we gotta be conservative with our tires, and then we should be okay. Because I think... Oh! Whoa. Okay. We're okay. We're okay. That was a little bit scary. That's another spot for us. While they stop, we should be good. Okay, we got to run off the corner. There we go. Nope, never mind. There we go. One pass, two pass. Red fish, blue pass. Yeah, Tim. We'll take this and you can send it back to your dev team. See if we can improve the AI. Because this is real world. This is real world testing right now. Oh. Oh, whoa. He came down on me. Be happy. I'm using the Fanatic Club Sport Wheel version 2.5 wheelbase. Universal hub with Forza Motorsport rim. Okay, he's spinning. We're up to 22nd now, okay. Oh, we're behind A. Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton is racing in NASCAR. Here's an interesting thought. Present president excluded. What president would you love to see race in NASCAR? I think I'd like to see Roosevelt. Theodore Roosevelt. That's who I would love to just see race in NASCAR. He wouldn't give a rip about anything. Wow, Jimmy. I know this used to be called Lowe's Motor Speedway, but it ain't your turf anymore. So we're up to 18th. I think when this cycles through, we'll be the leader. So we got 25 laps to go. I'm gonna be risky. I'm not gonna look at my tires. I want to just see how this goes. If I blow a tire, I blow a tire. But I want to be realistic to an extent. And see what happens. Because I'm still pushing kind of hard. You can hear the tires scraping. Winston Churchill, that could be interesting. I just recently watched the movie Darkest Hour. That was a good movie, and Gary Oldman in some scenes, he was just unrecognizable as Winston Churchill. Be happy. It's more exciting when you're actually driving it. The Queen. This is AI, Ron. This is AI. Need more women in motorsports. We need more women in motorsports with solid driving skill that aren't being marketed. I mean, for example, Milka Duno, great racer. Ashley and Courtney Force, great drivers. Danica Patrick was more of a publicity stunt, in my opinion. She was in championship caliber gear, but running mid-pack at best. But there were other female drivers far more deserving of that spot. Oh, we're in 8th now, okay. Yeah, we see the cars pitting. I'm trying to be conservative with the tires. Well, Milkaduno, she did okay in ARCA. She did okay in ARCA. She was more of a stock car driver. She wasn't that great in IndyCar. In Brazil, you have good female drivers. Yeah. Whoa, that's a big pack up there. This is for second. Oh, I thought it would be second. Yeah, they're a little slow right here. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was a bit of a hard impact. Oh, we're in the lead now. Okay. So we had to get 20 more laps on these tires. Will we be able to pull it off? Yeah, this is a little unrealistic. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, very unrealistic. That was my mistake. But my thought is, AI, if it gets refined on ovals, this could be a great experience. I could see why oval racing leagues would love rFactor 2. Get the right paints and everything, and I think this would be great. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, little rub. This is getting intense, guys. Oh, he's right on my side. Wow, he actually raced me. He was actually racing me. That was a nice moment. Whoop. Crossover. My spotter's going to be hoarse after this race. Morgan's instead of Jimmy John's. Okay. Freaky fast. Whoop. He came down a little bit on me, but I got a little loose on entry, so I think that was a racing deal. But yeah, my car's a little beat up now, but we have about 15 laps to go. Hey, Robert, how's it going? I like this setup, though. It's working nice. Simona De Silvestro, she was a good driver. Well, the other problem with NASCAR Racing 03 is it is one of the most realistic for 2003. You can't upgrade the physics. You can't modify the physics files because those files... Whoa! Those files, they are... what is it? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Fudge, fudge, fudge. Not good, not good. Whoa. Well, I mean, legally, you can't. But you know what I mean. Well, that wasn't good. Whoa! Ow. Let's see. Okay, we have some significant damage now. Well, yeah, okay. Suspension damage, yes. But that would have totaled my car. The damage is insensitive enough. Tim, take some notes. Yeah, this would have totaled my car, but now you see I'm a lot less competitive now. Yeah, this car is dead. I mean, that was a bit of my mistake, I think. There should have been a full course yellow, too. Driver death should be included for realism. Okay. Unscheduled pit stop. I'm just trying to help, Tim. Just trying to help. Two minutes to repair the damage, at least. That's okay. 2 minutes of damage repaired. That's okay. Hold on a second. Let's... Just wanted to block that guy, but... Yeah, well, looks like we ain't gonna win this race, so I'll take the DNF, because that's realistic. So... Let's try something different now. Let's try something a little different. Let's see. I think I have Dover. Dover is a third-party mod track. And let's go old school. Stock Car Resurrection. I have never driven this content. So, let's see. Who should we drive as? Let's just take the King out for a spin. So this is based off of the Houston Dissenter car. So let's change some things. So rolling start, that's good. We'll do 40 laps, shorter. Let's check something. Railroad timescale, normal. Private qualifying, on. That works, that works. Practice, we'll turn on practice. I want to get a feel for this car first. So private practice off, there we go. Sure, so we had it set to 100% AI. Yeah, Robert, unfortunately that is just a meme account, so... Oh, wow. Austin. Shots fired there. Shots fired. But yeah, let's try to behave a little bit. Hey, Digital Burger, how's it going? So this used to be a stock car evolution. So it was for the mod for rFactor 1 and converted to rFactor 2. So I've never seen this. I've never driven this, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, full house. More shots fired. Wait, what the? Why is it dark? That is dark. Hold on a sec. Let's take a look at something. So, practice 6:30 a.m. Okay, that could be why. Let's do 1:30 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m. That works. Yeah, I believe iRacing, if I remember correctly, is Memologist meme, just screwing around. There we go. That's nice and bright. Okay, much heavier steering. Aw, come on. I didn't wait for the session to start. Okay. We gotta wait for that. Totally forgot about that. So, when the time left starts, we can do this. There we go. So let's see how this car feels. The Monster Mile. Tricky track. We need to shorten the gears. Another issue I have is the shadow draw distance. If you notice the catch fence's shadow, it doesn't draw that far. Okay, we need to lower, or we need to shorten the gears. We can do that real quick. So, yeah, this setup, it is definitely looser, actually. It's looser than what we were driving. So, final gear. Let's try that. 345 to 1. George, I agree on that. That would be nice. So let's see how this feels. We're in 4th gear. Bringing it up, bringing it up. Oh yeah, this is oversteery. Hey Thomas, Alan by Gamer TV, thank you for dropping by. But yeah, okay, I start feeling this car stepping out a bit. Oh, little bump there. Because it's a steering wheel? Oh, in the wall. My bad. Hey, Thomas. This is your first warning. It's nice for you to drop by, but just to drop in to plug your channel, that's kind of a rude move. I mean, if I knew you, that would be nice. But I don't know who you are. You just come in here and you're like, yep, check out my channel. That's a little rude. Yes, this is Dover. They need to improve the shadows in here. The shadow draw distance, I should say. But the lighting feels nice. Whoa! Way stronger steering in these cars than the modern stock cars. Let's check something. Whoa! Dead. Oh! Double dead. Just saying. That felt kind of realistic. Let's watch that. Wait, why is that in slow-mo? Is there a reason that replay's in slow-mo? Double speed it. Guess that's a glitch. So, boom, spin. And then lift it up on that catch fence. That looked semi-realistic. So yeah, looks like there's something a bit up with the replays in this camera. But let's see what we can do. So, next session. Come on. Here we go. So, qualifying. How many ovals do they have? Oh, come on. Again? I keep on forgetting. Memeologist meme, no. I haven't had snow in my town since... I haven't had snow in my town in 16 years. But yeah, ovals, they have like 3 first-party ovals, or ones that were like published by Studio 397, and then they have like 15, 20 mod tracks. Meteorologist mean I live in California. Hold on a sec. Okay, qualifying session's open. Whoops. I don't have it. I was in gear, didn't have my clutch on, so I stalled the car. iRacing and Meteorologist, please start behaving, or else I will put you guys in timeout. So yeah, this car is way more prone to oversteer by default setup, which is okay. Because Dover is a track that usually has some oversteer. I'm going to be doing, I think, the iRacing Daytona 500 later on this month. I want to try that out because I haven't done that in years. Yeah, rFactor 2 default HUD is trash in my opinion. But there are some mods to improve the HUD, and I think the new update, they're going to improve the HUD too, which is nice. So that's 2-lap qualifying. That's usually. I really like the feeling in this. It's weird though because I haven't really driven any other titles with classic stuff like this. So yeah, this has a proper pit speed limit in here. But yeah, so oh wow, I'm not pole. Finish session. Let's see. We qualified second. Third place is 13 thousandths of a second off us. That's pretty convincing, I think. We don't need the warm-up. Here is the race. So we qualified second. Formation lap. Just for realism, we're doing the formation lap. But realism, where we're classic NASCAR stock cars driving behind a... we're driving behind the pace car. Well, it's not all the way to the left, it's just centered. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't want to pass him before the start-finish line. Hey, Tokyo, how's it going? So we're doing a 40-lap race around Dover. My experiment is, can we get all these in one run? Barely nudged the wall there. Sounds are too quiet, in my opinion. I think rFactor 2 is capable of better sounds. Uh-oh. They got a run on me. Little tight there. Feels like I'm kind of loose in, tight off. That was a good corner, though. Bump and run. Didn't work. Not very effective. Want to see what would happen? That didn't really work well. Any reason I've decided to do more streaming lately? Because I'm finally getting more time to. That's why. But I want to do some more videos too, but basically with a lot of what's going on around here, it's a little less time, or it's a little prohibitive time-wise for me too. This is the Dodge, whatever the Dodge was that ran in 1971 NASCAR. Dodge Charger, I think? Or Challenger. Yeah, I considered just making this a video, but live stream I think would be more fun. Let's take a look at these tires real quick. They're wearing out okay. We are abusing our right front a bit. Not sure how we can really solve that though. Well, let's see for a few laps. I think it is a Charger because there's a Dodge behind me, I think. Whoa! I just got killed. I just got killed there. Instant replay. Let's see what happened. So now the replays are working okay. So, oh, that's a little tough to find out. So, let's see. I'm turning down. I get loose as he turns down, and that hooks me, I think. Let's check now. So I'm turning down, or he came down into me. He came down big time. So it comes down and hooks me into the wall. Boom! Let's take a look at the other angle. So here. Definitely. So he's turning down. Boom. And just hooks me. And boom! Head on. Applied directly to the forehead. That was a little painful, though. Not going to finish that race, though. So let's try one more thing that's going to be interesting that I think is appropriate for us testing out. So we're going to go back to the stock car. And let's just do... We'll do the 43 modern version, or the modern fictional version, but Let's go to Watkins Glen. This should be okay. And we're just going to do some private testing. So, no qualifying, no race. We'll just do some private practice and show you how a stock car handles a road course. rFactor 2's AI is pretty stupid sometimes. True. True. This track is designed for league use. So AI isn't really set up for this. Okay, that's what they're saying. Yeah, Full House Gaming. I think what they did was they took the model of the Houston Dissenter and slightly modified the model. So I think that's what they did. So after doing a few laps of Watkins Glen, I'm going to wrap up the stream. Not make it too long, but yeah, this is interesting. I'll put it that way. It's fun, though. Hey, Tom O'Donohue, how's it going? So we're just going to do some testing now. Accelerate time a bit. There we go. So if you hit Control X, you can accelerate time a bit, which is nice. So we're driving road course now. So you can see we're no longer requiring to steer to the left or to the right a bit. This isn't the nicest version of Watkins Glen I've driven, but it works. It's a green track, I think, though. But this is actually a cool track. And what's nice is it's straight cut gears, so you don't need to use the clutch. You can just blip the throttle and rev match. It is a little risky, though, driving like that, because if you don't rev match properly, you're going to get some wheel hop. Tom, I am currently racing, it's NASCAR's stock, or it's rFactor 2's version of stock cars. So, for the heck of it, I'll just heel and toe for this corner. It works, but I think it's a little quicker to just blip. Like that. Whoa, little wide, little wide. We're okay. Little overshooting that corner. But yeah, this is interesting. I botched that corner big time there. Because this, in some ways it does feel similar to iRacing. But in some ways it feels totally different. This just is a lot grippier. It feels like the tires have a lot more flex, which is pretty nice. It feels kind of more believable in some way. So this is the non-boot layout, because this series, NASCAR, the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series, they race at the non-boot version of Watkins Glen. It's kind of frustrating, because I like the boot version. I really do. I have, I think, 1 or 2 wins in iRacing at the Watkins Glen boot. But I just want to be somewhat realistic. The stock car races at non-boot. Whoa, a little wide. We're okay. The S's are fun, though. I will state that. Challenging, but fun. Hitting that curb there, feeling the car load up on those 2 tires. That's a blast. But boom, in the wall. I got a little over aggressive there. You can catch slides pretty well too. Yeah, that's one of the funny things with NASCAR, because it's called stock car. Back in the day, they were stock cars with very minor modifications. Now they're totally different. They're tube steel chassis. They are insane engines. I mean, last time I checked, you can't get a Toyota Camry with a V8 in it and rear-wheel drive. You can't. But it's a spec series almost nowadays, to an extent. But sure, there is R&D into Toyota, Chevy, and Ford. Sometimes one manufacturer is better than the other that specific year. But yeah, these are not stock. These remind me a bit of V8 supercars with an H shifter. So the driving feel of these are similar to like the V8 supercar in my opinion. These are a little heavier though. But yeah, they're nice. It's fun to drive. Even if you hate NASCAR, I recommend at least trying the stock car on a road course. It can be pretty fun. Whoa. Oh. I'd say this will sound interesting. One of the closest things to actual stock car racing, I think, is... I mean, not on ovals. If it wasn't on oval, I'd say the closest thing to stock car is GT3 racing. They take the GT car, like a GT3 car, or a car, add parts to it, and it's a race car now. So, that might sound weird, but yeah. Those are kind of close to stock car, but they're heavily modified. But GT3 are closer to stock in their real-world counterparts versus NASCAR in their stock car counterparts. But this is so much fun, driving at Watkins Glen. Sure, it doesn't look the best, but, I mean, it's fun to drive. It's believable. But yeah, this is a real challenge. Whoa. Little oversteer on the throttle. GT4's a legitimate racing series, definitely. I saw GT4 race in September at Sonoma. Yeah, I saw a GT4 race at Sonoma. It was a lot of fun. There was also a crazy wreck that happened right in front of me, and I actually caught pictures of it. Which I think you can see in my Discord chat. But yeah, these cars are challenging. You have to be patient with them, because if you're too hard on the throttle, you're easily going the wrong way. So third gear for this corner. Little understeer there. But yeah, if you have rFactor 2, give this a try. You can get it for free in the workshop. The tracks are free, so yeah. E-money. We're trying to test out all the elements of this. And yeah. NASCAR races Watkins Glen in real life, so I wanted to test out an rFactor 2. And I'm liking it. It's a challenge, but it's a fun challenge. So let's try heel and toe-in for this next corner. Like so. Oh, that hit there. That would have been jarring in real life. So I'll do one more lap and then I'm gonna sign off, guys. go. It's fun to heel and toe in this too. Yeah, Tom, that can be a pain. I had that issue with my first wheel stand too. But going to a cockpit like this, it's so much fun to heel and toe. Especially when you get your pedals set up just right for it. Thomas, no. No. I warned you. Please stop that. Hold on a second. Thomas, I gave you 2 warnings. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. We're back. So we'll do another lap because of that. I warned Thomas twice, and he still would not stop. So, yeah. Because I don't know who he is. It's one thing if he was my friend and it's like, okay, can I get a shout out and talk about my channel? And yeah, I mean, sometimes I do that, friendly banner with Random Call Sign or Gamer Muscle. Those are 2 of my close friends, and they are willing to help support me. But Thomas, he just comes in and is like, shout out please, check out my channel, notify. And it's like, okay, I don't know who you are. It'd be one thing if I know who the heck you are. But coming to another guy's stream and plug your channel like that, that's just disrespectful. I love taking that corner like that. We're gonna have to do another lap. We gotta get a good lap and then watch the replay of it. What's interesting how they have that runoff now, because there were a couple big wrecks at Watkins Glen. There was one that involved Ryan Newman and David Rudiman. There was another, I think it was Sam Hornish and Jeff Gordon. And after that, they sort of repaved the runoff there to be safer. Thank you, James, for subscribing. Thank you very much. Hey, Dan, thank you for that. Yeah, thanks, James. I need to get lunch after this. I love this bus stop with this car. Feels so much fun. And if you've seen the way they take it in real life, it's awesome. The only thing I think could make rFactor 2 better is if they had Sonoma. I wish they did. Really wish they did. I mean, there was a guy working on a version of Sonoma, but he basically stopped. Lunch stream? No, you don't really want to watch me eating. I love rFactor 2. I make no secrets that it is one of my favorite sims. So let's go back and watch this and sign out. So, my thoughts on this. This is actually some of my favorite stock car racing right now. I've enjoyed iRacing, but at times it just felt off. This feels like so much fun. It's a challenge, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of fun. And I've enjoyed getting to know what these cars do. And it's a fun challenge where the cars, they behave like you expect a stock car to behave. The tires, they're pretty grippy. They have a lot of grip, but it will bite you if you get it wrong. And this feels really good. And look, the physics look believable. And I'm excited to see in this replay how it looks going over the bus stop. I hope they have a good angle of it. So yeah, brake in for it. And boom. Just seeing how it is. I've seen replays. It looks like real life. And this is a lot of fun. If you guys haven't tried it out before, you guys should try it out a lot. Or just try it out on a road course. Because it's a handful on the road course. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah. I'm enjoying this a lot. But, guys, I can feel my stomach growling. So, I think I gotta obey it. Get some lunch. This is a lot of fun, though. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. And give this a try. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a stream tonight. I need to do some work. But I'll see what I can do about maybe putting together a video. So, guys, you have a great rest of your day. And make it a good one.